What's going on, you guys? Let's welcome you guys to another DC TV Talk. It's your boy Big Dog here, and today we got covering Doom Patrol episode 9. Yeah, episode 9, Doom Patrol, Jane Patrol, and this probably was like the most emotional episode, hard hitting, really heartfelt episode, because we really got into the psyche, into the mind, literally got into the mind of Jane this episode. Because last episode we left off with Jane, they basically broke Jane, and there was nobody basically at the surface, you know what I'm saying, who's in the driver's seat, as we would say. And so we got to see how that happened. Because they went snatched Karen out of the driver's seat. Hammerhead went snatched Karen out. And when that happens, Jane's supposed to take over. But Jane just does not want to come back out, because she doesn't like the real world anymore. She doesn't like how it feels. She feels betrayed. She never knows what's right and what's wrong. And the one person who can probably possibly help her out is Cliff. So the negative spirit and negative man connects the two, and he sends Cliff in Jane's mind to try to help her and bring her back. And I'm gonna go a couple things, because in this episode we met 21 people that are in Jane's head. 21 of the 64. This is the most we ever seen. We got to see how they all look, how they all interact with each other, their sections of their minds. It's crazy, because when I thought about it, I never thought about it like this. It's some of us look like Jane, some of us don't. You know what I'm saying? And I liked all the characters, because now we get to see these are their actual people, and we get to see why they were created. We got Penny Farthing, Driver 8, Jane, Hammerhead, Driller Bill, the sisters. I don't know if the sisters are actually a persona of Jane, but since they're in Jane's head and they're not a memory, I'm gonna assume they are a part of Jane that can, there's somebody that can get in the driver's seat, but just doesn't, because they sit down and do other shit like torment Jane or the many people there. You got Jack Straw, Miranda, Black Annis, Kit with the can stick, Scarlet Harlot, Lucy Food, Silver Tongue, Jill and Irons, Mama Pentecost, the Nun, Pretty Polly, Flit, Baby Doll, and the Secretary. And you got to see all of these characters' personality in a way. Pretty Polly is somebody I actually want to see come up, get in and see what exactly she does. And I'm pretty there's more, because we don't know who the fire one is. There's a bunch more. There was the other one that the leader of the cult. There's a bunch more. I mean, there's 40 something more, 43 more. So this is just a small taste of that. But I like that they showed. I like the way how they portrayed the underground. You know what I'm saying? The fact that they take a train up to the front to see who takes over and stuff like that. It kind of makes you wonder how do they switch so fast? So that's the only thing. Man, they pretty switch pretty quickly. But we get to see why Jane is in this whole thing, because she goes to this lake, and then Penny pulls up on her and just yo, who remembers this? I don't know. It's just the memories are everywhere, and we see the memory between her and Cliff. Well, Cliff is Cliff was yeah, this is a good memory. What's going on? What's going on? And she's nah, that's when things went bad, because you the one who gave her hope. And I like that, because it's something might seem great to him, but it's it's something that ultimately gave her this thing that she thought she can have, and then end up not having, and then we see her the backstory, I think, with her father. I think Jane's name, his name not even Jane, it's Kay Olivia. And the Jane persona was created whenever she would get molested. So it wasn't Kay who was getting molested, it was Jane. That's why Jane's has such a hard, time trusting people, especially father figures, as much as Cliff tried to be a father figure, and the chief. It's because if you look at back at like the two father figures she had, her real father who molested her, and then you have the chief who she feels betrayed by. So there's two father figures in her life who where the relationship didn't end well. And now she has Cliff, who Cliff really trying to put forth an effort. And he does, and he breaks through at the end, so she's at the well. But she's still scarred because we see at the end of the episode, she lays down in the bed. You can hear it, like, come here, sweet baby. Like you still hear her father's voice. And that's something like that's gonna take time. That's something I like how they just be like, okay, now she's over it. No, that's something that still takes time. Like she's taking the proper steps. Now she's finally taking the steps to get over or like come to grips with what happened to her. But it's like it's still gonna take time, and I like that how they just like, oh no, I just needed one little episode where she finally, addressed it, and then it's over. Nah, it's gonna take time because that's like a serious traumatic experience in her life, and that's pretty much the entire episode, just going through all of that and like seeing what it's like in Jane's mind, because I don't think we ever really understood like they're all actual people. And well, that like actual people in persona, and then we seen what happened with Miranda, and like how she was just broken. I still don't quite understand Miranda. I think that Miranda was another persona she had when she went to school or whatever. But the stuff when you see all the people in Miranda's, or she's walking down Miranda's section, like a whole bunch of people hanging themselves. So I don't know exactly what that's all about. And I'm hoping it's like we can have a whole show on Jane and just in her psyche, because I think it's just that complex and deep. But for the sake of this episode, I think I really, really enjoyed it, because they did a hell of a job, especially with the emotional parts at the end, like the last 10 minutes with the emotional beats really, really hit hard, because the stuff between Jane and Cliff was gold. And I think they're doing an excellent job of, like, keeping the comedy yet balancing it out with enough emotion and heart that the show doesn't feel too like cheesy or too over the top. Because I think that, like I said, it has a well balance. You know what I'm saying? But overall, a great episode, like fantastic episode. Just Doom Patrol is 9 for 9. They haven't had a bad episode yet, and every single episode has really did something special and did something different from the episode before, and I like that. So you guys let me know what you thought about it down in the comments, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. I'll catch up with you guys later. Peace.